Good evening, everybody. I'm very excited. I have two lovely ladies with me, my co-host Danny, and of course, the beautiful Angell Conwell, who plays Leslie Michaelson on Young and the Restless. So how are you, Angell?
I'm doing good. It's always good to hear your voice. How are you?
Thank you. It's always good to hear your voice. I'm really glad that you took some time to be on the show.
Oh, but of course. You knew that was going to happen. And now there's Danny. Hi, Danny.
Yes, hi, Angel. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. It's a sunny day in LA. I can't complain. Well, I mean, I could, but what's the point?
Right.
No point in it. Yeah.
Yeah. LA. I don't listen to complaints from people in LA. That I understand. That's so. How are things going for you?
I didn't hear you.
Oh, the traffic. I can understand that complaint.
Oh yeah, the traffic is just slow. I just utilize the time to brainstorm and really do that, and it works. I try to remain calm. Remain calm for everyone's sake, because it can really drive you insane if you let it. Just being stuck for hours, it just doesn't even make any sense. I'm like, where is everybody going? What? I don't understand. But
other than that, though, we're pretty jealous you live there.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see why. It's breezy, it's sunny. I like it.
Yeah. No humidity. So now there's Genoa City.
Everything is juicy. Everything's always juicy in Genoa City. They're great.
That's sausage, the Genoa salami.
Oh,
Danny. Is it Danny? You always
we'll
said
take that.
I think it was bullshit.
Hungry. Yeah, my other co-host always gets hungry when she hears Genoa City.
That's funny. It's one of those trigger words for her. She's like, all of a sudden I can use a tasty treat. Oh, the salami. Oh, that's funny. I haven't had salami in so long.
Well,
Sounds good, but I don't do the meat like that anymore.
That's good, though. Yeah, meat.
Are you a vegetarian?
I just don't eat red meat. I pretty much only eat lean, like chicken and fish. And really, I don't even really eat that much chicken, honestly. Slowly but surely, chicken is coming out of the diet. And it's unintentional, actually. I'm really particular about the way I like my chicken to taste. And so it's even worse at half the time. So it's good to get your protein. I do a nice juicy turkey burger from time to time. I cannot tell a lie.
Yeah.
There's a veggie burger. Morningstar veggie burgers. They're really good.
Oh, yeah. I have a lot of friends who love Morningstar's veggie burgers. I've had one, and it's been a minute, but they are tasty. Much better. They taste much better than they look on the box. That's for sure.
Yeah.
The box is kind of blah. Didn't sell me, but then they actually just taste good.
It's usually the opposite too with food. Funny. So
I know, right?
So you don't eat red meat, and that probably contributes to healthy. Now you just turned 30. Congratulations.
I did. Thank you. Yeah.
Did you have like a little mini meltdown, or were you okay with it already?
No, I didn't have a mini meltdown. I actually think 30 is a nice age. You know, you start to get to that point where you're figuring yourself out a little bit more. I mean, you obviously we're always figuring ourselves out, but I don't know, for some reason 30 seems a little bit more stable for the most part. But also, it's, flirty 30, dirty 30, but dirty in a good way. I didn't have a meltdown. I've never felt like that. A lot of people as they age and get older, it's like, oh my God, I'm getting older. But I didn't feel like that. Now, I do notice that I have to, work out a little harder and sweat a little longer, and that's no fun. But, other than that, I'm not mad at the whole aging process. Natural.
I think 30 is a great age. I mean, you're old enough to know a few things, but young enough to still enjoy life.
Exactly. And experience a lot more. Like, you've experienced a lot, but there's still a lot more to experience at the same time. It's like, it's a good age. solid.
Now I'm just trying to hold on to what's left in my 30s.
Hey, hang on. But 40s are good too. I hear people say that their 40s, some people say the 40s are their best years ever. So, I mean, you might not even want to hold on to the 30s. Huh?
I've heard that from some people too.
Yeah, I mean, so you might be holding on to the 30s, and once you get to the 40s, you'll be like, why did I do that?
Let's just say I don't want to look 40.
No kidding.
Oh, no, cut it out.
Well, there's TV 40 and there's real life 40. TV 40 is different because everybody is 40 on TV looks 30.
Oh, yeah, no, it's different.
40.
There's some kind of water age reversal Benjamin Button thing going on. I know I need to figure it out soon. That's for sure. I want some of what everybody's doing.
I think you're doing pretty well so far. So the storyline with Rose is heating up. We got we found out Neil has
the blogger storyline.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Neil caught up in some heat.
Yeah.
Somebody's not thrilled with Neil.
What if she didn't feel so guilty? Because everybody knows Rose was trash and she had a stroke, so why does he feel so guilty?
So, why do I think that he feels so guilty?
Yeah.
That's actually a really good question. I think if I put myself in his shoes, I think anybody may just feel a natural guilt. Like it's one of those things where it's like you didn't mean to. You were the last person there. That person's life could have been saved because of you. He's a good-hearted guy. I could definitely see why he would feel some type of guilt over that. And they were drinking together, and the alcohol consumption played a part. And there's many reasons why I feel that he would feel a certain way. Maybe also because they were drinking together, and that played a part in her passing. So, and maybe he's just a good-hearted guy.
But didn't we not see at the end of one episode, or call me crazy, but I thought they showed like a live Rose at the computer.
Really?
Did you see that?
Now you make no better than me.
I mean, did I imagine this or what? I swore, or maybe it was somebody at a computer with Rose's picture next to them.
Maybe that was it.
Because I know I've seen that a few times.
That must have been it.
That must have been it.
And maybe the hands looked like they could have been her hands or something.
I think so. I think that's what it was. Yeah. I think that's what. So this is obviously somebody related to her or a close friend or.
I'm going to guess that Hillary's Rose's daughter. I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out there because I think we're all thinking it. Are we not?
Huh.
Yes, that's where I'm going. Guessing Rose's daughter.
You think Hillary is Justin Rose's daughter?
But it's like you just never freaking know in Genoa City. It may look like one thing and turns out to be something completely different. Yeah, it's like a whole 180 situation. I don't know. It's definitely all speculation. It's interesting to me. I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah, I know, right?
That lipstick is going to be like, that's going to bring Sharon down.
Yeah.
They are killing that storyline. I love it.
It's all over the place. That was pretty quick.
It was pretty quick.
That was quick the way they did that, Usually I was expecting to drag that out.
It was strong, but it was strong,
Mm-hmm. I like the friendship that Leslie and Avery and, Sharon sometimes are developing.
Yeah, Sharon every now and then when they cross paths. Yeah, I like the Leslie and Avery friendship too. They're both lawyers, so I'm sure they both understand the highs and lows of having that type of profession. They're both in relationships and have similar relationship issues. So, it makes sense. They're strong women, clearly. And it's always nice to be around like minds. So I love that they thought to mesh them together and make them friends. And Jessica Collins is really talented. So, it's a win-win.
I think they need to throw a little scandal at Leslie because she's too good.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at a little scandal. Gotta handle your scandal. I'm not mad at that idea. I'm all for it. I think that would be spicy and add a little bit of entertainment and flair. And so we never know. Hopefully that will happen. Leslie might get some more juice, some scandal juice. We like that.
We know we won't see Leslie we won't see you hooking up on screen with Redrick Williams because he's your brother.
Oh,
damn, those two bitches. Are you like shit?
Pretty much out the question. They've pretty much already done enough there. They got the summer foul thing going on. They think bro and fish and bro. You're so
that was a joke.
That's a bummer. I'd be like, can we just please just find out one of us is adopted? That's.
That was kind of a joke. Like all the other, your co-stars have the chance to, maybe I can get.
Right, I know. More power to him. Get some Tyler in your life.
No, he's really nice guy, really.
Yeah, he's great. He's cool people for sure.
So I'd love to see. Now Leslie's defending Adam.
I like that. I like when Leslie and Adam share scenes. And plus, Adam, Michael was one of the first people that I shared scenes with when I stepped on the Genoa City scene. So it's always nice to be back in his company. And he's so, into his art. He's so creative and he's so present. So it's nice to share scenes with him.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Yeah. Talk about another good-looking guy. I mean, Young and the Restless has them all.
Oh yeah, I know. Michael. And I like it because it's all different, types of sexy. It's all different types. Everyone's so different, but they have their own appeal, and that's pretty awesome. There's a little something for everybody.
Yeah, same with you ladies. Lots of beautiful ladies on the show, and
you and Tracy,
right? There's definitely a variety of. Everyone's so beautiful, and they're beautiful on TV, but they're also in person. I feel like even more, just as if not even more beautiful, and very, very gracious and generous women. I love Tracy. She always has really great advice and great wisdom to share, and she's just really knowledgeable and fashionable. I really like Tracy. Whenever I see her, I get happy, give my happy face, and I give my hug.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
She's one of my favorites. Yeah.
Definitely. What about mine too?
I know. Yeah, I love the picture I saw of you and Tracy together. I was like, oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah, we were having a little chit chat because right before the red carpet, sometimes there can be a little traffic jam. It's like a little traffic jam before the red carpet. Everybody's kind of just standing there talking, figuring out who's gonna, step on this carpet. So there's always a little issue there. So we just, we made the best of it and had some chit chat, and it was great chit chat as always. I always pick up a jewel when I speak with her, so she's great.
Oh, I know.
And obviously talented, so. But you get it all in one package.
Yeah, there's a great cast there. It's like a family. Everybody always says that.
It's really true. It's really true. And it's because you kind of have to mesh and bond, and your chemistry has to start flowing because you're handling so much work in such a small period of time. You have to respect each other and get to know each other and learn each other. So, that helps to bring out the best work, I feel like, in the long run. And sometimes it takes a little time to catch the rhythm and catch the beat, but it definitely helps that everybody's so cool.
Yeah.
I ask this of every newbie. When I say newbie, because you've only been on the show for a couple of years.
Oh yeah, I definitely consider myself a newbie. So.
Were you nervous going into it?
Absolutely. I think the most nervous I've ever been, to tell you the truth. I have no clue why. I don't know if it's the pressure of knowing how important Young and the Restless is to my family and to many families across the nation. And I don't know if it's knowing that the fans are just extremely invested in the storylines and the characters. I don't know. I definitely, yes, was a ball of nerves. And some days I still am, to tell you the truth. Some days I still get those butterflies going and that adrenaline. But, you know, it's a good adrenaline. You just have to know how to channel it. That's what you have to learn how to do. Because
we definitely hold your own.
Oh, thank you. You know, I mean, people that know soaps and understand soaps, they get that we film quickly and that we normally, for the most part, get one take at everything. And, you know, it's just, we're not giving, people that understand know that we do our best under the circumstances and we still are human. And we're talented and we take our work seriously, whether or not, you know, some people agree with the choices certain actors make or not. We all really love what we do and we want to do our best work. And so, you know, every now and then it's a little tough because you get this one take and you're like, oh, I could have done so much better, one more time, but there's no time. You know, and as an artist, sometimes that's very difficult because you know you had a better one in you. But, you know, it happens. So that's really, like, the importance of just being prepared. And that's why I really don't have much of a life outside of what I do because I like to keep my head in the script because I don't want any excuses. And it's like, you know, I don't want to flub a line. And it's like, well, you were out at the party last night. You should have been reading your lines. That's me talking to myself. That would be me talking to myself. you know, I want to have those moments.
For the people who like to party so much, don't usually last too long on soaps.
Yeah, that seems like it'd be a bit of a challenge. Too much of a challenge. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just need your rest because your brain needs the rest. You have to, you know, basically we sleep so our brain can rest and get rejuvenated and, you know, we can function properly. And I definitely have noticed in my, you know, older age, now that I'm 30, I've noticed that, like, the more rest, that was just, you know, kind of kidding. But the more rest I get, the more well-rested I am, the better I seem to perform. So, you know, I really didn't understand that in my 20s. I didn't really understand when people would say they needed their rest or they needed to get sleep. I'm like, oh gosh, rest later. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, nobody understands that in their 20s.
I've always understood that. People say sleep or you're dead.
You're like, I've always gotten all of my rest. I slumber.
And then some.
You know, I definitely have a full appreciation for getting some good slumber nowadays. I didn't before, but it's a new day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think I slept like 10 hours in my 20s, tops, total, like all of my 20s.
Oh, that's hilarious. I thought you meant one, like, per night. You were getting it then.
Oh, yeah, no. I just, you know, when you're young, I think you just try to pack so much into a day.
Right,
now I don't sweat it. It's like, whatever. Get it done.
Right. I'm very strategic with how I kind of schedule my life nowadays. Like, and plus with LA traffic, I don't like to drive myself crazy trying to be a million places at once. I pretty much don't like to pack too much into one day. I think it's quality over quantity, and I'd rather be fully present and available for a couple good things as opposed to like, okay, I'm here, I'm there, running off around the place with like a chicken with its head cut off. We don't need that.
No, that's very true. You're right. Yeah, I until I turned 31, and that was like the magic age when I needed to have like 8 or 9 hours of sleep a night before I looked like crap, or you know, just feeling good, and, like. Couldn't eat everything I wanted to without going to the gym, you know. It was that magic age. Kind of just all changed.
I think on August 2nd, 2013, the day I turned 30, I packed on some extra pounds like I never did before. I was like, really? All I have is my birthday cake. I don't understand. It's like I ate my birthday cake and hopped on the treadmill. So what happened was I ate my birthday cake, hopped on a scale, and hopped on the treadmill. I was like, oh no, that is not going down. Not today. Not today. I should not have stepped on that scale. But I did. So, yeah.
Well, you know.
It happened.
It
happened.
Leslie?
Natural process.
Yeah, that's true. But you look great for 30, for any age, so.
You're beautiful, definitely.
Yeah,
Thank you,
exactly.
thank you. Totally not fishing for compliments, but I'll accept them. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I only use my way.
It's an inside-out job, honestly. That's what I honestly feel. Beauty is an inside-out job.
Yeah.
Because, everyone has their opinions, and certain people like this, and some people don't like that. It's like, it's really, no point in getting caught up on the outer because there's so many varying opinions. So I really try to make sure I stay right on the inside. So hopefully it'll, come out on the outside. I totally had one of those cliche moments, but I meant every word.
No, I totally get you. I think it's a great way to describe it. So now Leslie had a lot of characters that interacts with in the short time you've been on the show. Victor Newman and Adam Newman, Sharon and Michael Baldwin. Geez, like a lot of people a lot of other characters take years to get to interact with.
I know. I'm very fortunate. I really think my granny and
Oh no, go ahead.
I think my granny must have been doing some extra prayer or something because she must have been doing some prayer on my behalf. Because it's true, I've been very fortunate to work with pretty much everybody that many people wish they'd be able to work with. So But were you going to ask? I think a question was coming and I cut you off. My bad.
Oh, no, it's okay. I was going to say, is there anybody that you haven't worked with yet that you'd like to, or maybe someone that you kind of just brush by that you'd like to have a main storyline with at some point?
Well, I haven't worked a lot with Tracy.
That's true, you haven't.
I have not worked a lot with Tracy. I like Summer's character. I like Haley. She's a cutie. But it's really like a win-win-win-win-win situation over there because there's so many people that bring so much to every scene, and it's all different spices, and everybody has their own little flavor about them. I love working with everybody I've already worked with, and I wouldn't mind working with some new people either. Tracy would be great. I can't really think of anybody else that I haven't worked with.
Lauren might be a lawyer or something. Lauren might be a lawyer if something happens with Carmine or something, his body turns up somewhere. I don't know. That's what I'm wondering.
Right, I know, right? Carmine is a trip and a half. He is funny.
Lauren's a stalker magnet. She just always has been.
Yes, that fiery red hair.
Yeah.
She pulls them in. She reels them in. She doesn't even need to. It's like an effortless reel in.
Oh, no, Marco Dapper can stalk me any day. I'm all right with that.
Hilarious. You're like, I don't mind. I do not mind. I think most ladies, that's how people feel. There's no shortage of lookers on the Y&R stage, that's for sure. There's no shortage at all.
For sure, that's for sure.
No drought at all.
But you're right up there with them, sweetie. You're just as beautiful as anybody else on the show.
Oh, thank you. You know what? Like I said before, it's one of those things where you kind of try to focus on the work. You try to focus on the work, but of course you're watching TV. Everybody likes to see some beautiful people. I know with my character, I definitely hear the feedback about my hair and this and that, and I'm like, okay. Everyone's gonna have their opinion. I do what I like, and I really try to I really don't try to get caught up in anything specific, whether it's too good or bad. I just try not to get caught up in it. I try to stay focused on the work and the stories, and because I think that's what's actually most important, and that's what's lasting. Looks fade, everything else fades. Of course, keep yourself up, maintain, and do your best. But at the same time, that's not, some people might not be remembered for just being the most beautiful person, because it's definitely within the eye of the beholder. And I'm such a heart looker. I look at hearts. I feel spirit. I'm like, oh, they have such a good, warm spirit, and a person can become so beautiful to me because of that. So, and then I've met people that are physically, they're attractive, but something else is going on there, and it's like, oh no, what happened? Yeah, I'm so disappointed when that happens, but
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I agree with you.
Yeah, so just because someone looks good doesn't mean they're like a good, solid person. So, but thank you. There are, it's always nice to be complimented and be told that you're beautiful. We all like to hear that from time to time.
Have you had any Jennifer Hudson mistaken sightings lately?
I can totally see that. I can see that.
You can see, I've never heard that. No, I'm just kidding.
I can see that a little bit.
I was like, Jennifer Hudson, me? Look like her? No, but no,
actually, I never thought of it until you told me that, but then I was wondering if that's happened to you lately.
I haven't, not as much lately. Like, I'll have people tweet me randomly and say, mention it, but not as much. I wonder if it's because I have the short hairdo going on now, and I don't know if she's ever done her hair short. I have no idea. But I think, no, for some reason I'm not getting that as much lately. Which is, it's so funny because I will, someone will be like, oh my gosh, aren't you, and I'm very used to saying, no, I'm not Jennifer Hudson, because I don't like to disappoint people. I've done that before, and it's a sad feeling to have to disappoint somebody. After they go and sing the Weight Watchers song to you and tell you how to be on the same plan as you do, it's like the great look and all the weight you've lost and which plan that you on. It's just it gets detailed. It's like, oh my goodness, where do I stop this person? But well, I talk so much just now, I don't even remember where I was going. But
so now people are like, oh my God, aren't you Angell Conwell? They know who you are a bit, right?
Oh, now it's like Leslie. Now it's like Leslie. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It used to be like, aren't you? Now it's Leslie. So that's always, it's a nice feeling. I don't mind it. And then people want to talk about storylines, and then they want to know what's going on, and then I'm like, my lips is it. I can
people, they still don't get it. They still think it's spoiled for you, right? We know better.
Yeah, they're still bad. Yeah.
So if you could pick one guy on the show, like you had to do a love scene with, who would it be?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Because I had to ask.
Besides Christoph.
What did you say? I'm going to say Christoph, obviously.
Besides Christoph.
Besides Christoph.
Oh, yeah, besides Christoph. Whoa. I've been so caught up in Christoph world, I never thought. Probably. I'm going to go with, I'm really making this like a really big situation here. Probably just Morrow, because I watched him a little bit growing up, and all my family is crazy over him. So just to have some bragging rights, just for some good old bragging rights, I'd say Josh Morrow.
Wow. Well, Nick has been known to stray every so often when things get tough.
That's so funny.
And he likes lawyers.
Out of the ordinary, Oh, there's Leslie.
Right.
Avery's business partner. Well,
I said he likes lawyers.
That's so funny. I guess. There's so many options. It depends on the day. That's just the mood I'm in today. That was my message today. Tomorrow, yesterday could have been different. So.
Right.
Yesterday,
Carmine.
You say Carmine?
Yeah, Darren Carmine.
Yes, I will. I don't know if he'll be able to handle, No, I'm just kidding. We don't need another Carmine to get you stalking.
Right. Well, Angell, we want to thank you so much for taking the time to spend that last half hour with us, and loving you on the show as always.
Thank you. There's some good stuff coming up with the blogger too next Thursday, so
I'm excited.
Keep your eyes out. Yeah.
I watch every day.
Thank you so much for being on.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice meeting you via phone, and you two have a good night.
All right, you too. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, Angell.
Bye.
She really is an angel.
Yeah, she's awesome. Great.
This is Round One Radio.